Hi everyone, Cappy here. Welcome to Studio on 7, and we're going to be shooting another video today. I'm going to have a look at doing some clouds. So let's see how we get along. First of all, so we're going to paint a little scene on an A4 canvas. A4 size canvas. The colors I have, I'll bring them around quickly so that you can see them. They are ultramarine blue, alizarin crimson, which seems very dark there. It's a crimson color. Sorry, light not so good up top. Yellow ochre. On the other side, titanium white. And then I've got 3 booster colors: cad red, cad yellow, and burnt sienna. You can also use burnt umber for this. So we're going to start with a sketch, and I'm going to use some ultramarine blue, alizarin crimson. Seems a bit. We're going to mix up a nice dark color. People are going to say, yes, purple. Anyway, sorry about this. I need to get a different palette to stop the reflection of light here, but it's better than nothing. So I'm now looking for my water bottle. My water bottle has decided to, there we go, next to this. So just testing out 3 camera setting here. Don't know how I managed to get my camera back on my computer, but there it is. This one with me in it is my laptop's camera. So I think we'll do a little bit of a seascape here. So I'm going to look at putting in the horizon line about in this position. It's about 1/3 of the way. And then add in a section of beach that runs through here. And I think maybe we add in a distant, or not distant, but a bit of a headland coming through here, and with a bit more behind it. So we've got 2 separate pieces of headland, not headline. We got the beach in the foreground, and we got the water running through here. And I think we'll put in some rocks in this area. Maybe this is just the drawing. It's step 1 of the method I teach, which is the Moore method of painting. There's 3 steps, 3 colors, 3 brushes, and that's what we need. Okay, so we're going to have quite a bit of space here for doing some clouds, and I just need to get some more water onto this and on here, and just to keep it moist. Okay, so that's step one. That is my drawing, my quick sketch. Okay, nothing brilliant, big shape, it's there, it's in, and we see how it goes from here. So what we're going to work on now is step two, which is the blocking in of the picture, and that's establishing the values on this little project that we're working on here. I think I should put in something over here, and I think maybe a bit of a grassy embankment, so put in some grasses and a bit of interest here, and we'll come back to that and work on that. Just a bit of interest there, and then we'll balance it off with some clouds in this region. In terms of the water coming in, we're going to have a few waves. We're going to have some, I think we need a few rocks up in this area, so just kind of like plot in a shape there, maybe pop in something here, and that could be a wave at the back coming in. Now the water is going to come in this way, sort of parallel to the beach, and out at the back it will be flatter. So I have some water in this area. Okay, so now what we're going to do, that's the basic sketch. What we're going to do is we're going to now do the blocking in. So I need a larger brush for that, and we need to get some darker values going in our work. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the darkest values first, and those are going to be these ones here and here on these rocks in the front. And I just need to get some tissue paper, another handy thing. Don't have the Bob Ross smack it on the easel facility, so in any case my wife wouldn't be too happy with me if I decided to smack it on the easel. It would be all over the floor. So right, I want to get a darker, nice, thick, juicy, dark tone on my palette, and I need to spy some alizarin crimson because I know I'm going to run out of that, so I've got some crimson which we can use later on. So let's do the blocking in. This area here is going to have some of my darkest parts in it coming down. Oh, we're losing the palette cam. Oops. Sorry guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if you get some shot of my feet there. I need to get this sorted out quickly. Hopefully it's not going to fall over again. Oh, technical issues again. We've got, okay, more or less right now. Sorry about that. These things happen. Right, and I need to get some moisture onto that. Humid again as usual. I'm already starting to sweat. And on some dark on these rocks here. Getting the dark tones on those rocks. Okay, next thing is our mount or headlands, the back. So I'm going to add a little bit of titanium white to that dark mix, and work that in, running down to the beach. And then I'm going to want to lighten this value off again, so that back section over there is lighter than this, which is lighter than this here in the front. So there we go. If you look on the cam now, let me try and bring it a bit closer and see if you can see it properly. Difficult on here. I've now got three tones. Where's the camera? Darkest, mid-tone, and lighter value over here. Okay, and that I've just used the same mix and just added some white to that. So we just got slight variation in the values in order to create perspective. If you're trying this at home, by all means, pop up your version in the comments, or if I post it on my page, you can pop it up on my page as well and in comments and say, here with my version. Right, I think I might actually go slightly lighter on that back one. Yeah, that's actually better. Don't know whether you'll actually pick it up on the camera. I need to sort out a really good place for doing the filming. Yeah, I just need my small flat brush here. And just get this sort out that edge it had. Yeah, much better. Right, next up is the water. Okay, and for that I'm going to be using blue. So I'm going to turn this, some blue, yellow ochre. Going to want to go more to the blue side with this. Okay, I'm happy with that one. I just want to mix up a blue, and we're going to start off with a dark blue in the distance. This is French ultramarine. To get that horizon line in properly. Not such a great horizon line there, but anyway, it's there. Okay, I'm going to add some white into this as we come closer to the shoreline. It's going to get lighter up in the front here. Just added a touch of water to my brush so that I could blend this on the canvas. And now I'm wanting to bring my brush strokes towards the I want to touch more yellow ochre in this. And at this stage we're still blocking in, so it's not too dark. I'm not too worried at this stage about what's happening here. we'll blend those two into one another. Right, we want to work on some sand, so I'm going to clean this green off here. Just need to keep these darks. Okay, so I've got titanium white, yellow ochre, I need to clean off this brush. Let's get out that green and touch more yellow ochre into this. And some more white. Not too worried about the drawing here at this stage. We're still going to be able to see that. I tend to paint relatively quickly. Basically because I'm rather impatient, but also because it's very humid here. So just getting in a blocking in color here. Get this one a bit warmer for the front. And then where the water comes up onto the beach, then that make that slightly darker, indicating wet sand, and I'm going to want to slope that into the water, brush strokes going add a touch of alizarin crimson to this. But I just put some water on my brush, just blending those wet sand and the dry sand together, just taking away that line that it's formed. And I think I want to put a dash of white edge here. Okay, I need to get that flatter, so I will do that with my sky, bring that right down, and I think I'm going to put some tape on that in order to just give me that line, give me that straight edge there. I need to bring it down just there. So that's going to have to go. I don't want to stick that down too much, otherwise you have a problem. I don't normally do this, but my eyes seem to be playing up a bit. No excuse, but they are not what they used to be. Right, now I want to mix up something for my rocks. Leaning towards a brown for this particular part here. As well as the rocks here in the foreground. Okay, right, I've got my rock sorted. I just want to add a bit of interest onto my rocks while I'm here. And I'll just maintain those darks. Very important. Okay, not too worried about the back. I'm going to come back to that. So let's just keep this extremely moist. And I think I'll mix up my sky color. Right. My other corner. Okay, so I'm going to start rather dark and we'll work from there. So at the top of my canvas and going in pretty dark. And you do need a lot of paint at this stage, because the sky essentially is going to be a finished part of the painting. Maybe just one or two tweaks. I'm going to start using some white on this in order to mix them up. A touch of water on my brush. As I'm working on the canvas, I can actually start shaping in, or looking at shapes within the sky color, looking at identifying possible shapes for my clouds. I want to go to slightly smaller brush here, so go around the edge of that headland. Get that out the way. And whoop, getting dry again. This essentially is the way that I like to do my skies, and seeing that I am going to be doing some clouds today, I am getting them sort of blocked in. As we paint along here, I'll try and get that dark area out. What I do is I do add spots of nice bright or brighter blue where the clouds would be breaking. To give it that little bit of atmosphere. So I think I'm going to add some in here, a little bit too much white at this end, so pop in some blue and fade those clouds back further. Okay, let's do something about here. Okay, so I'm happy with the back for now, the blocking in stage. Let's just take this thing off here now. Yeah, that's much better. I don't normally use tape, just I don't know why today. For some other unknown reason I just didn't get my horizon right there. Anyway, right, let's get back to those rocks. Now this color has gone very wet, and I may need to I just need to add a bit of extra pigment to that, just to make it a bit thicker. Don't want it too watery. These are not water paints, it's acrylic. And got a bit of extra yellow ochre in there now. I'll just get that in, give those rocks some definition there. Ones further back not going to be as well defined as those towards the front. Okay, so I'm going to use the same tone, and I'm going to work in some rock onto the face of this. And we'll also get some green into that as well. So that's what we need on here. So I'm going to need some 1 or 2 spots for rocks here. Up in the front. Add some more yellow ochre to this. And a touch of white. Seeing that these rocks are pretty close to us, we want them to be warmer. And there is sand and grass in between, so we'll leave that for a bit later. Make that grass a bit yellowy, or bush. Getting some more white into that. And bearing in mind keeping that some of the darker tones in there. I want to put in some interest onto, well, first do some green on this mountain in the front here. So clean off the brush again, and this is my old it's probably about 2 years old, but I really destroyed this brush. It used to be a flat brush. It's now a semi-flat round brush. Anyway, what we're going to mix up now is a green, excuse me, and so I'm going to go with a darkish green here, which is going to be a grounding tone. And I do need to get water onto this again. Hey. Just 2 fans on and it's extremely humid. Need more paint. can't work with a little bit of paint. Right, I'm going to clean off the brush. And basically now going over to step 3, which is detailing. And this will be where I bring up these colors, add in detail onto the pieces. This not going to have much detail on it because it's off in the distance. I may add in some a lighter, darker value. Well, it is pretty dark. May just add in some grass tone into that. Right, so I'm going to flick up some grasses here over those darker undertone, and just let the brush do its thing here. That's probably why my brush is so not so cool, because I let the brush do the talking, not me. Okay, so I'll add something extra to that, and I'm going to go and add in some skyline green onto this. I'm going to take it all away, that dark underneath, and just let the green stand out there. Put a bush on the top. Okay, that back area I'm going to work on a grey blue. So what I'm going to do is I'll mix up some white, touch of blue, and I add, when it's not dry, touch of yellow ochre to that, and then mix it in with that purple that I used in the back. And again, just see how it looks on that back piece. And I'm just going to here and there bring in some shading onto the mountain. It's a greeny blue kind of grey, and just working that into that headland at the back there. It will give a little bit of definition to that mountain. Not detail, just some definition on that. Okay, that's all I'm going to do there, because I'm going to bring up some highlights on this area here. I won't put anything else into that. Okay, I need one of my small brushes. A small brush that I like for working on and around the water. It's a tiny brush. Very small. This also was, once upon a time, between round and flat brush. Right, what I want now is I need some white. And we need water on everything to keep it moving. So, what I want to do is I want to use this to just bring in some water in this case here, just some water coming up onto the rocks. Oh, excuse me, don't know what happened there. Just bring in some water in here. Something coming in the back there. Bit of foam around the edge of the rocks just to highlight where the rocks are. And I could probably put in a lot more detail than I do, but I like to, one of those people that like to paint fast. And yeah, I know I could do a lot better than I do. I'm using student quality, not making any excuse for it, but I'm using student quality paint here. Because essentially, being a teacher, that's what I like to do. Alright, so I want to get in a wave action here. And up onto the beach area as well. Need some indication of water coming up. Just get that in there. Okay, so I need to work on this inside of the wave. I need to bring that and just darken that up a tad. Get the water in front a tad darker. I want that to go up in here and then down on this line here. A wave coming in and breaking. So I'm going to take that. I need to get these Coming over a bit more. Down there. And get that darker in the background. Put some of that green in there again. That looking a bit better. And now I'll just put some of that green up the back. And maybe another swell coming in. Another swell. Developing over here. And some darker blue in the front for the shadow. And that. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to want to work on this area over here because that's looking a bit dull. So, seeing that we gave it a bit of rock, we go back and put some rock back into that mountain. And leaving some of the green in there as well, because we don't want to lose all that all of that vegetation coverage. Pop a nice sunny rock up at the top there, and of course coming down here I have a bit of rock being hit by the sun. And some near the base. And as I said before, you don't want to lose all of the dark because you need that dark to give you that contrast in order to give you the look that you want in terms of the form of the rocks and the mountain. Places where the sun is just catching the rock as it comes over the edge. Just give these rocks a bit of definition so that they stand out against the background. And then too much in terms of standing out. You don't want them standing out too much. So that one's getting a bit of wave action onto it, I think. So I'm going to have a tad wave action on it. Water coming down kind of thing. Just giving some wave at the back. Okay, I'm going to start working on the clouds up in the sky. So it's my smaller brush, and so the sun is basically up in the sky, coming down onto the beach. Seeing that everything is lit up from this side, we're going to go in, and I was going to just work on building up the edges of the cloud. And again, ensure that you leave enough in the sky to suggest that the number one, that there's sky, and also that there's cloud. As well as movement in the sky. Just working in gently with the brush. Obviously, the closer we come, the clouds are going to be much more visible, and a lot bigger. And you can just give a hint of larger clouds towards the back by just adding in a little bit of interest in the sky. So I'm not going to paint all of these in, I'm just adding a bit of highlight here and there to create the feel that there are bigger clouds coming in from behind. What you can do is you can also add some yellow into those clouds. You can use the CAD yellow depending on what time of day it is, just to add a bit of interest into, in terms of sunlight, into the sky. Now the sky is much darker closer to us than it is further away from us. I'm trying to create some movement in the sky here. And let's just see how it goes from here. These clouds have got to be closer, so I need to add more detail, more sunlight at least, where the light is hitting the side of the cloud. Oops, that was a big mistake there. Finger trouble. Finger brush, sorry, should we say. That shouldn't have happened. I went with the wrong tone. It was Just a bit of a boo-boo there, but we shall survive. Okay, I think I'm pretty much happy with that. I'm not going to do much more on this young painting. Mix up a very dirty just got to get some on here. This paint is really drying off pretty quickly. Okay, that's more or less what I want. And I want to bring these up here. That's a bit better. Right, folks, hopefully you enjoyed that. Just showing you a bit about doing some clouds. That's how I do my clouds. There are a number of ways of doing clouds. These are just some of mine that I've done. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers from me.